What's up, YouTube? This is Styx River bringing you a video. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video like this, and I really am focusing on bringing out better content, better music, better art, and using it to really inspire you guys. So first of all, I just want to say that I am completely grateful for you even being here. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video. The one thing that I want to talk about really is just being patient with yourself in these times. I'm realizing that in these times that we are, wanting more for ourselves, or understanding that, we're able to have whatever we want. Hold on, let me move something out the way, y'all. While we're able to understand that we can have exactly what we want, we want more. And with social media being such a big part of our lives, we see everybody's lives, and most of the time only the good. So sometimes it can cause us to question ourselves or ask ourselves, why aren't we there? Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. The best thing that I could possibly tell you in this moment is to focus on your journey, focus on your path, because your soul has a mission, has a purpose, has an education that it has to receive in this lifetime. And you're looking at other people who are also going through their education in this lifetime, but maybe they're in a different major, maybe they are a doctor in the doctor major, medical major, and you're in a psychology major, or you're in a philosophy major. So of course your classes are going to look different. Of course your celebrations are going to look different. Of course where you start and where you end are going to look different. But you got to stop comparing yourself to other people, because as long as you're comparing yourself to other people, you will never truly love yourself, because you're always going to think that you're inadequate. And most of the time you're comparing yourself to a fake version of somebody that they've put on the internet. You get what I'm saying? So while you focus on becoming everything that you want to become, and doing everything that you want to do, you have to really focus on understanding that I just got to do me. And I can't focus what other people are doing, because if I focus on that, I'm going to spin out. I'm going to crash, because guess what? If you're driving a Lambo and you're too busy looking at what other people are driving, you might crash your Lambo because you're looking in other lanes. You got to take over your lane, because nobody can do your lane like you do your lane. You get what I'm saying? And you got to stop being so hard on yourself, because you're being so freaking hard on yourself. You're not able to truly see how well you're doing. Take me as an example. Sometimes I always feel like I could always do more, and maybe I could, but I still have to, while I'm saying I can do more, I still have to show gratitude for what I've already done. We are consistently being so tough on ourselves. We are consistently being so hard on ourselves. We are consistently being so, it's just ridiculous how hard we are on ourselves. And we have to do better, guys, because you want to push yourself, but you don't want to be hard on yourself. And ask yourselves, when you are being hard on yourselves, is that from, and I apologize for the dogs, but is that from your voice, or is that what somebody else has said? Somebody else telling you you're not good enough, that wasn't good enough, you should do better. Let me tell you something, yo. Come on, y'all. Whew. Like I said, you really got to focus on yourself, and you can't compare yourself. You can't be worried about what other people are doing. Honestly, I've really seen how much I do not care for social media unless it's to post my content, because I consume, especially stuff that's not even what I need to be consuming, because I know how to use social media. I use social media to my own benefit by, studying from it, or learning from great creators who actually know what they're doing. And all I can say is that wherever it is that you want to go, you have to create your own world, like manifesting, law of assumption. But when you keep looking out to all these other people's worlds, you're gonna confuse your world, because you're gonna think your world isn't good enough. You're gonna think your world is this, your world is that. You gotta stay in your own bubble. Not saying don't go out. That's not what I'm saying. When I say stay in your own bubble, stay in your own field of thinking. Stay in your own what's the word? Stay in your own world. Like I said, you know, like if you're a famous princess in your world, don't go, you know what I'm saying, always studying other people's life, because you're going to end up belittling yourself, because you're going to compare yourself as a natural human thing. So you have to teach yourself, okay, you know what, I'm this lane, I'm different like this, and I got to prepare myself for this, and I'm like this and that, you know. So I just know what it's like to compare yourself and be hurt by it. And I don't want people comparing themselves anymore. I want people to focus on their journey. Like, you know, a lot of people may compare themselves to me and be like, well, I'm not doing what Styx is doing. But it's like, Styx has been doing this since she was like 12 years old. So you're going to compare yourself to somebody who has over 10,000 hours. How is Styx so able to communicate? And how is she able to speak her thoughts so well and eloquently? Well, Styx used to read, and I don't mean to talk about it, but it's just as an example. Like, I don't mean to talk about myself like this in a third person perspective, but Styx used to read a book a day as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Styx used to write poetry. Styx used to make her own YouTube videos all the time. Maybe not post them. Styx used to make gaming videos as a kid. So I've practiced for a long time, and a lot of people may not see it as that. But you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people may compare themselves to me and be like, well, why can't I do what Styx do? Why can't I make music like Styx? Well, I got a guitar and voice lessons from an online vocal coach at the age of 12, 13 too. And I was playing the piano. So of course, I'm going to have a little edge up on somebody who started this year. And look, you're comparing yourself to somebody who's had 10 years. How would you be in 10 years? You'd be a damn beast, wouldn't you? So why compare yourself to people when, first of all, you don't understand what they're going through? Some people could have been homeless. Some people could have lost their parents. Some people could have, you know what I'm saying? And they're just now seeing success. But you're going to be like, oh, they just now seeing success. Why I can't see? And it's like, well, if you knew their story, you probably would stop comparing yourself. You know, people go through different things. People have different situations in their life, which results in how they live their life. And you may not be the same as a person who grew up homeless, or a person who grew up without a family. So you gotta stop comparing yourself, and you really just gotta hone in on your craft. Hone in on what it is that you want to get great at. Hone in at whatever it is that you love, because that's how you become a beast. You have to master it. I work on myself so much. I'm very self-aware, self-conscious of what's going on. Why am I acting like this? Why did I say this? Because I want to grow. I want to be one of the kindest people in the world, one of the most genuine people in the world. Kindness makes me cry. So it's like I'm consistently trying to become the kindest version of myself, you know, without giving up, you know, my protection or my boundaries, you know. But you got to ask yourself, what can I do this year to make myself so much better, even just 10% better? What can I do? Should I start journaling myself? Should I meditate? Should I start using crystals? Should I start reading more? Should I start making art? You know, like really just become a child of life. Become a child of life and enjoy what life has to offer you. Play. Stop taking life so seriously. Stop taking life so seriously and just play and focus on what you love to do. Be a child, you know, study, travel, look at the world. If you're playing a video game, why would you only stay in one part of the map? You know, especially if you have the blessing and the ability to travel, do it. Go crazy, man. Have fun. Because not to say that you only live once, but just enjoy the moment, because this moment is definitely only once. You know, being more present in the moment, being more aware will result in you being happier. Why? Because you're not thinking about what the future holds. You're not thinking about what the past holds. You know, when you meditate and you do your manifestations, then you can focus on that. Or if you're meditating and you want to focus on what has happened in the past to get better and learn and, get smarter, more wisdom, then you focus on that. But if you're not doing the meditation, the manifestation, then you got to stay in the moment. Definitely when it's time to plan ahead. There are moments when it's time to go into the future and write your future, go into the past and learn about it. But if you're not doing that, focus on the moment and enjoy who you are. Because guess what? 10 years from now, you're going to be looking at yourself, how you are right now, and be like, damn, I wish I was back at that, or even when you're old as hell, you're going to wish you had the body that you have now. So you got to enjoy that shit, man. You got to live that shit. You got to be one with that shit. Don't let people come in and try to rob your joy, because misery loves company. Okay? So if misery loves company, what does that tell you? I got to stay away from misery, because that bitch ain't coming to get me. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting world out here, and I want to indulge, not overindulge, but I want to indulge in the world and see what it has in store for me. And I'm pretty sure it wants to see what I have in store for it. And the same thing for you, You gotta get on it, man. Stop procrastinating. I know that's one thing. I've been procrastinating so much, but I'm getting better, y'all. And I really feel like 2022, y'all will be seeing me on some billboards. Y'all will be seeing me on some stages, definitely, because I know it. I just know it. I can feel it. So make sure you guys check out the Crystal Shop, manhurts.com. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Later.